I swear, man, these 304s got y'all on lock, bro. They got y'all on lock. They think they can, people only pull what they can pull. You know what I mean? Like people only go at who they can get at. A lot of you guys are bringing this stuff upon yourselves. You guys do not do no background research on the people that y'all with. I mean, is this what you guys are accepting? Like, bruh, really? Look at this here, man. How many times I have to tell you, stop wifing up or taking girls seriously that messed with drug dealers in her past when she was a teenager, when she was in middle school. Yes, middle school. And so forth and so on. Now they're bragging about it. They're bragging about how they used to do that, and now they're married. And them giving flashbacks about it. I swear, they're playing y'all. Man, this is y'all fault, man. This is your fault. Let's play this real quick. Look at the caption. Thinking about how I used to date drug dealers and smoke a pack a day, and now I'm someone's whole ass wife and mom shopping for organic groceries and living in the suburbs. And you guys are wondering, why are these people in the suburbs growing up a little bit weird? Why are the kids growing? You guys are wondering, like, something's wrong. Something's a bit off. And you look at the comment section. It tells you everything you need to know. Let's bring that up real quick. Let's look at the comment section. Look at her caption, good times. Yeah, that sounds like something a suburb girl would say. Look at the comment section. Dating the drug dealer in your early adulthood was necessary character development. So one of the comments says, so everybody is so angry because this woman got her life together and her life had a happy ending. What's wrong with y'all? Are you jealous because she had fun and end up? No. See, this is where she's wrong, because what she's going to do, she's going to run that husband, work that nigga to death, and then divorce grape that husband in Kingdom Come and say that he was a bad guy. It's still somehow make herself the victim. That's what usually happens and stuff like that. You know, it's not even about, there's no happy endings when it comes to stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't feel, I'm going to say this. I don't feel bad for the husband, because I'm pretty sure he knew. And for some reason, he let her gaslight him into thinking it's just the past. You see, the reason why they want to get rid of spaces like the manosphere and all this stuff, because we tell dudes not to take bad deals like that. Like, that's a terrible deal. And I bet you she wisened up around what, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Interesting timing. And now the crazy thing is, back in the day, girls would just keep that behind them, or they won't say anything about it. But now with the social media, they're just basically, they're snitching on themselves and thinking they're like, what's the problem? They're just that oblivious because nobody has put them in check. But I want you, if you can find this video on Instagram, because I'm gonna do a reaction video on it on my Instagram, reacting to this on IG, and I want you to click the video and I want you to look at the comments where basically most of the women were like, I remember those days. Bruh, what are y'all niggas doing, bro? Y'all taking drug dealers' leftovers? Hey, man. And here's another thing. Here's another thing too about this. I had somebody in my comment section, and she was basically saying that, I guess, I let like a drug dealer stole my girl, and this is why I post about. I'm like, no, I'm just saying I said my top 2 red flags are girls that go to college, and number 2, girls that do drugs, or specifically smoke weed, because I know what they did. They don't pay for their weed. I know that. Like, I know that. How do I know that? Most of the time they'll say it if you ask. It's just most people are afraid to ask. Or I knew people that did that kind of stuff, and they accepted sex payments. You know, it's really common knowledge, but there's still dudes, there's still mad simps that will still take that deal, which would shock me, and it would shock me how they will never see the divorce coming, or they'll never see the breakup coming, they'll never see the gaslighting coming, they don't ever see like, oh my God, this girl can never be happy, or she got a lot of trauma, she got a lot of this, she got a lot of that. What do you think that came from? Her past. And what does that past usually consist of? Using her whatever God gave her, right, to gain an advantage, but with that, she was being finessed the whole time. And now you're left to deal with the leftovers. And we tell dudes, don't do that. And especially when I say drug dealers, or sorry, dealing with girls that smoke weed, or girls that went to college. The reason why I say that is because a lot of dudes, right, that want to get married, they always be talking about, I don't want to grow with a high body count. Well, if one of those two is filled out, I'm sorry. If you want something, somebody like that, you better take heed to my 2 red flags, because that covers it, right? And then you talk about also it's like the top 2 reasons why statistically, like the number 1 reason, I think, is that they had a percentage of why men divorce their women, which is rare, but they showed the reasons why men divorce women. And the number 1 reason was drugs. It's not even cheating. I don't even think cheating was even top 5. I mean, it wasn't even top 3. It was like drugs was number 1. That's what it takes. So now that literally covers it. what I said covers it, right? It literally covers all the bases, and then you can start from there. See, a lot of us choose our struggle, right? The struggle doesn't choose us; that we choose to struggle, right? So if you take heed to those red flags, you could avoid a lot of the drama that comes with that. And what you don't understand, even if she does change, she does a whole 180. She done had all them lover boys that was drug dealers that are like later in life are going to be calling her phone. You don't want that. I'm telling you, man, like this kind of stuff. When I mention that, it's not me saying I got my girl stolen by a drug dealer. First of all, I don't think looking back, I've never had like a girlfriend. I've dated, but I've never had a girlfriend, somebody that I lifted up like this. I've never had that. I've never had that. Now I have had my heart broke, right? But I've never had a girlfriend. When I tell dudes, right, I know a lot of girls that smoke weed and they're cool to me, but I understand that's not what you put your financial investment into it. Like that's not what you lift up in the air. You know what I mean? You people got to understand the difference, and this is why I use those 2 as my red flags. If she went to college and if she smoked weed, because we already know weed is the gateway drug to other things. A lot of people like to brag about the weed that they smoke, but they never want to talk about the that they put in their arm. But weed is the gateway drug, That's what we got to talk about. So like I'm looking at a girl like that in this meme, and she's done more than just weed. Trust me, she's done more than weed and some beer. This is why you guys got to do your background research on these people before you lift them up in the air or give them the wife title. That husband has got to be embarrassed after her wife dropped a meme like that for like the world to see.